Hey guys, it's afternoon on a gorgeous spring day. And what I'm doing today is I'm calling it my, you've probably seen the ready refills, but this is my ready-made planter for my hanging basket here. And we have another planter that sits in the garden that last year I put my perennials. And I think it works probably best with your shade-loving plants. I've never tried it in a sun-loving plant. They may get a little too big for your pot. But I'm digging this up right now. This was hostas and ostrich fern and painted ferns. I've already separated the soil from it. Look, you can see it went in the ground like it came out last year. And so I'm going to add just a little bit of soil. Let me close up my coffee here to this nice hanging basket. Let's put some soil on the bottom. And the nicest thing about these perennials, you know they're strong, they're hardy. I don't necessarily have to water that often. They're very durable. And I'm going to set this right in here. I'm going to add a little plant tone. You can add flower tone. I'm not adding any biotone because I don't worry about their root system. Just give it a little fertilizer in there. Because I am going to put in a couple little impatiens for color. So this came out last year of the same pot. Of course, a new coco fiber fill. And look how easy that is. I'm going to fill in around it. Again, use what you have. I'm frugal to a fault. Even do you hear that smirk from Reg? Frugal to a fault, even when it comes to my plants. And so if I can reuse, repurpose what I already have and make it look beautiful, which this looks beautiful. I mean, instant. Get that looking good. Add a little more soil here because I'm going to plant I'm going to put a pretty orangey pinky impatient right in here along the side. And probably a white one right in here. You can use any plant. I think last year I had begonias in here and they did really well too. It got enough sun and shade. Stick it right in there. And let me go ahead and put another pinky one in among these beautiful painted ferns. Stick it in the side there. Add a little soil. Gardening really isn't that hard. You just, if you have the plants. Okay. And I'm going to hook it back up like this. We'll get this hung.
Water it in.
I am going to water it in. Yep. Hang that up. Maybe. There we go. Hang that up. It's a little breezy today. That's all right. Where's my water? And then water it in and just let it grow. What a day. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it already looks beautiful. I love it. So that's plant number one, plant pot number one. First pots of the season. Let's go over here. Let me have a little sip of coffee. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Let's go down here to the next pot. My what? Oh, I have, Reggie, thanks. I have another tool over here. He's so good to remind me to get my tools. But over here is this beautiful planter that Jenny gave me. And I love it out here. I keep it covered with plastic through the winter. But today, oh, yeah, I need to grab my shovel. I think I'm ready. Let me get my shovel. Reg, you can just look for a cat or something. But, oh, I love that already. The other thing I like when it comes to my garden, I like repetition. I don't want a lot of competition with the sunny perennial border. So when it comes to my shady border, when you look through here, I want my eye drawn, and now you can see that what's in the garden is in that pot. And I think it just has such a serene feel. Over in here, the same thing's happening, but I need a punch of color against this black fence. So here is the pot I had in here last year, this plant mixture of painted fern. There was actually a heuchera in this group, a heuchera, Hosta, and I mean, look how beautiful that is already. So we're going to put this in this pot, and in this pot I have drilled holes in the bottom of this metal container, you can see, so it'll drain well. But because I don't need the whole thing full of soil, I'm reusing these bottles that were there from last year, and I'm going to dump a bunch of soil on top. This is just potting soil. For both of these, it's just good old potting soil. And we're going to put that in there, just like that. Here we go. Get this one back in there. Get these leaves out here. Okay, I like that. You can see the heuchera from back here. And so I was trying to decide, I'm going to put in one of these sweet potato vines. Do you have an opinion, Raj? The black one? It'll pick up on the heuchera over here, I agree. So we're going to put that one in here. Let's get the sweet potato vine. Yeah. Straighten things up a little bit. So we'll put this little black sweet potato vine in the pot. Right about here. And add a little soil to it. And then I am also adding in here, oh, here we go. I'm adding the same little impatiens to this pot that I did to the pot on the deck, the river deck. Those are pretty. Back there. Have one peeking out. Right in here. Yep, gonna love it. And one back in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that full of soil. And look how easy this is. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little fertilizer in and around and water this all in. So I highly recommend it. Go through your garden, see what you love, and you have a lot of, and use it for a specimen pot, because aren't these beautiful? I think they're beautiful. I'm going to take a little bit of that off, stick that right in there. And these will bloom for us all season long. I love it. I love it when it's this easy. I have a lot of pots to plant. This, not a lot, but one for sure is on the front of the house, which for me, it's going to be in the sun. And I'm hardening off a lot of plants to choose from. But I think, let me stand back. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Well, I can fiddle and fool around with this just a little, because I want the sweet potato vine to. What do you think? What do we think? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So there we have my idea of a quick plant refill. And this, I have this pot on three 4x4 concrete blocks to stabilize it, or else it'd go into the soil. So that's made all the difference throughout the growing season. So there we have two beautiful pots, and I can see just by how the light's catching the white, all the different shades. It's beautiful. I'm going to cut this limb off too. But anyhow, this is, you're looking at hostas, painted ferns, ostrich fern, and this beautiful heuchera. Once they're in these little pots, they don't overgrow their pots. That was in the ground from last year, and when I took it out of the ground, it still stays compact. I'll get this watered in and enjoy these. Now, this whole side I feel is done. That's it for today. Gardening on the West Fork, planting the first pots of the season. We'll see you the next time. Bye.